Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlighted Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Geoffrey Cummings. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Hey Brian, good. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, God, you got an exciting business called On the Level Marketing and Consulting. And before we get into the business, can you let people know how did you get started?
I'll try and do the short version, but had gone through a life-changing event and just thought it was a good time to do something different. I've always wanted to. My degree at college was in marketing and advertising, and it's something I've always been passionate about. And was talking to a customer one day, and she said, "Well, why don't you start your own business?" So I decided I'd start my own business, and that's kind of how it started out. And about 6 months later, she ended up hiring me to do some things for her. And so she was the one that kind of let me help cut my teeth because it had been quite a few years since I had ever done any marketing stuff. So
Oh, wow. Oh, very cool. Yeah, what do you think is the best means for someone to get clients?
I, for me, I mean, I think every industry is different, but I think the best way is the old-fashioned way of just by word of mouth. The best quality jobs that I've gotten have been from referrals or from somebody that I've known that I've done work for, or somebody that knows me and knows my work and has referred me, and those have been the best referrals and the best jobs that I've done. I really have not gotten anything from like social media, any of the social medias. I just kind of look at those as a way of just getting my name out there and just being present in the social media world. But typically, any inquiries I get from there are just people just wanting to know what I do and wanting something for almost free. So
Oh, wow. Wow. No, how is your business cost effective for people?
um, I'm not sure if it's across the board, but I think a lot of people think marketing costs a lot of money. Um, and it doesn't. And a lot of that I think comes from, well, I know how to do some marketing, or um, doing a WordPress website is really easy, so why pay somebody to do it? But I try and do my pricing and everything based on the need. I obviously have to pay myself and compensate for my time, but I really do try and work with the customer's budget. So if they don't have much of a budget, but they need a website, I can do a basic website and try and fit it in with their budget. If they need a full budget, or I mean, sorry, a full website, then obviously I'll charge accordingly. But although I have a flat pricing, I do work with clients because any kind of marketing, you want it to be good. And as we all know, when you're close to your own business, it's really hard to kind of think outside the box and come up with ideas. And that's why it's important to hire a marketing person to help you get those ideas out and have a little bit more creative marketing. And it doesn't have to be expensive. So
Yeah, no, I understand. No, I want to remind our listeners we're talking to Geoff Cummings. Jeff, can you tell them what's the best way to reach out and get in touch with you?
best way is email or my phone number 480-788-8046. And my email is just info@onthelevelmkpg.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so who would be your ideal client?
I get asked that a lot of times, and I get asked if I have a particular industry that I like to work with. Maybe eventually I'll have an industry that I want to work with, but I don't really want to put myself in a box because pretty much these days everybody needs to have a website, everybody needs to have a logo that has a business, and so that's to kind of narrow it down and not be so broad. Probably small business to mid-sized businesses. I mean, I will work with brand new businesses because obviously if you're starting a business, you need a website, you need a logo, you need it to get a marketing plan put together, you need all that before you start a business. So I can help with that too. Just a lot of times businesses that are starting out haven't allocated any money for marketing, and so that's kind of where you come into that collision of they want something for nothing sometimes. So
Yeah. No, I understand. No, what are your major concerns like when working with a client?
Major concerns is just um, letting them, um, how do I say it? I've had in the past where I've done some work for somebody that has had a friend that is in marketing, and so then I put together something, and then they show that friend, and the friend says, "Oh, this is horrible. This is terrible. This isn't what you want." And so you hire me to be your marketing person. Um, so I'm working with you. I'm not working with you and three or four other people. It's fine if they want to get. I'm not saying they can't get other opinions, and I'm not saying I don't can't take criticism, but each person has different viewpoints and different things. So you hire me based off of what we've talked about, and I always sit down and interview my customers and find out what what their view is of their business, what their goal is of their business, and then I try and take that and incorporate it with my talents, so that it's my talents, but yet show some of their vision for their business. So that's probably the most difficult thing is just people that try and get too many people involved, and as they say, too many cooks in the kitchen. So
Oh, okay. So why should someone hire you to do a web page?
um, a lot of web pages are really easy to do, especially with a lot of these tools that GoDaddy has, and WordPress is fairly easy. But you're starting your business or you're running your business, and you should be focusing on doing that. You shouldn't have to be focusing on trying to put together your website or trying to design a logo or trying to come up with some new ideas for your business. Um, your time should be devoted in bringing in more customers and taking care of those customers. And so that's one reason why I think people should hire me. The other reason is, like I said before, is when you're close to the project, you can't see the forest through the weeds, so to speak. And so I can think of some other thoughts or ideas or put different spins on it that you may not have thought of. And again, the time is money, right? And so
Oh yeah.
paying somebody to do something for you that you could be better used at trying to bring in more business for your business. So
Yeah, I know a lot of business owners try to do everything themselves. You know what I mean?
right,
Yeah, they don't want to delegate it out. When here, this is your
right,
expertise. You know this
right,
inside and out, and this is what you've studied.
right.
No, so what
Kind of
are
like
the,
I was just gonna say it's kind of like insurance. You hire find an insurance agent and purchase insurance for your car for your business. You wouldn't want to try and insure your own business, your own car, because you don't have the expertise or the time to do that. So
oh
kind of
yeah.
the same line. So
You do logos also, right?
I do. Yep.
Yeah, so same
Yes.
thing. Like, wouldn't you encourage people like to, you could create their logo. I know there's some, you know, uh, programs out there, but I've tried to do it myself and I never can get it like you guys, the people that specialize in logo
Right.
production. No, I've seen your website and yeah, the logos you created are just so unique. They're really, really cool and eye-catchy.
Thank you. And I do
Yes.
that based off of my conversation with the customer and what their business is, and then I try to make it unique. And logos don't have to be real detailed or complex. I mean, you think of the biggest brands, recognizable brands in the world, and they're very simple. Like McDonald's is just a yellow M, and
Oh
CBS
yeah.
is just an I with CBS in it. So it's just
Yeah.
they
No, I
don't have
know
to
it.
be complicated, and you have to think about where they're going to go. Like the more complicated it is, if you're putting it on a building, it's going to add expense to have that logo made. And if it's real intricate, are they going to be able to see it on a shirt? So there's a lot of things that you have to think about when you're creating a logo. So
Oh, okay. No, so again, we're talking with Geoff Cummings. Jeff, what's the best way that they can reach out and get in touch with you?
again, either through my website at on the level mktg.com or my email info at on the level mktg.com. Sorry. And then my phone number is 480 407-888-8046.
Oh, okay. This is a good
Yeah,
number.
right.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, very cool. No, so how did you come up with the name On the Level
Uh,
Marketing?
Two different things is one, an organization that I'm involved in. I'm a Mason. Not sure how many people know what that is, but if you've heard of the Shriners Hospital, children's hospitals throughout the United States, that's part of Masonic. A lot of our founding fathers were Masons. My grandfather was a Mason, and it's a fraternal organization. It's basically kind of like it's how fraternities and sororities kind of base their set up on, and it's just people that just guys that get together that just want to become better men. And so on the level means is that in the organization, just everybody is the same, equal, nobody's better than anybody else. So that's one reason why I picked the name. And then the other reason is because I believe in being truthful and just dealing with people on the level. And I'll tell you, if I can do something, I'll tell you. If I can't do something, I'll tell you I can't, or I'll tell you I can maybe find somebody that can. But the key thing is I'm not going to tell you I can do something and then take 3 or 4 weeks and then tell you no, I couldn't do it. So
Yeah.
it's just basically just how I like to do business, is just being truthful and honest, and not give you
and I know I read that also on your website. You got a great looking website. It's very user friendly, and yeah, I highly recommend people, checking out your website. They can sign up with
thank
your
you.
services through that website also, right?
Yeah, they can contact me and can set up a free meeting to see what it is they need and want to do. So
Okay, Geoff, also, I know we were talking a little bit before the show, so you do websites as well as like a maintenance, like after the website's built, then can they hire you to maintain it like
right.
afterwards? Or are they on
So
their own?
what I do is, after I've developed the website, if it's somebody that thinks that they're, or not, I shouldn't say thinks, but know that they're savvy with the website, I'm happy to teach them how to make changes and everything. So I don't have a problem doing that. In fact, I've done that with a few people, and they then go and make changes, and yet they still come back to me and ask me how to do things, and I don't charge them for that. But again, your business is your business, and you're wanting to grow your business and service your customers and that. So I can do plans where I can do monthly maintenance, quarterly maintenance, bi-yearly maintenance, or yearly maintenance. Because I can't tell you how many times I look at websites and they haven't been updated in months, sometimes years. I mean, I
I
sometimes
know.
find a website that shows a Christmas special that was from 3 Christmases ago. And
I,
so it's important when people are seeing your website and they're seeing that it hasn't been updated in a long time. I mean, you can lose customers that way. So you want it to always be current and relevant, and it should be refreshed at least every couple of years. Doesn't have to be a major refresh, but just giving it a little bit of a touch up and a new look. So
yeah, don't they go stale from what I heard? After a
yeah,
few years, they should be updated.
right.
And yeah, and then what language do you use? Is it WordPress or?
I, yeah, I use WordPress, and I have a particular theme that I use. And again, those themes are what makes it easy. So everyday person could probably put together their website. But what sets me apart, I think, from other things is I don't just take that theme and then create a website so that your website looks like everybody else's website out there. Because maybe not everybody, but when I go out and look at websites, I can kind of tell, oh, this is that theme and that is this theme. What I do is I take the theme, but then I put my personal touch on it based on my conversation with the customer, and change the colors and change the look. So I may be using the same theme as thousands of other website designers and businesses use, but I tweak it to the needs of my customer, and so it doesn't look like everybody else's. So
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Jeff, one more time, if you could let people know how to get in touch with you, and then any final thoughts that you want to leave the people viewing us.
sure. Again, You can get a hold of me. My website is on the level marketing, but marketing is abbreviated, so it's on the level mktg.com. My email is info@onthelevelmktg.com, and then phone number is 480-788-8046. So any of those three ways are a great way to get a hold of me. So,
Oh, okay,
and then
great.
just final.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Thoughts
Yeah.
I simply just like helping people. I like seeing people's faces when I've created something for them and they love it. I'm always my worst critic, so I always think what I do is not that great, and it just makes me feel really happy when I've given them something that I've designed and they absolutely love it, and then they come back to me and tell me how many people said, "Oh, I love your logo," or "I love your website. It's awesome." So I'm just here to help people. That's basically all I want to do is just help people be successful with their business. And one thing I forgot to mention is when I do work for somebody, I call it a partner page. And so with the person's permission, obviously, I'll put their business and their logo and a link to their website on my website, so that
Cool.
when people are looking at my work, they can click to those businesses as well. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Geoff, it's great to see you. And yeah, I highly
Good to see you,
recommend
Brian.
people reaching out to you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks. All right. Well, we'll talk to you
Thanks.
soon. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Have a good